Hi everyone, it's Sue with Ully Cat's Designs and Ully Cat's World blog, and I'm here today with a process video for Craft Roulette, episode 285, and the parameters were a square card, dairy aisle colors, leaves as the element, and random is a hexagon. So I'm going to be using the Karen Berniston Hexagons crosshatch dies and the Elizabeth Craft Designs Accordion Star, also designed by Karen Berniston. Karen Berniston's fancy solid frame to go around the edges of the accordion frame. And then I'm using papers from Minte. This one is called Golden Days. And then my plaid is by Dress My Crafts. I'm also using stamps from Karen Berniston. The Wishing You Sunshine and Rainbows is from the Rainbow Greeting set. And the Happy Birthday is from the Birthday Belated set. And I'm using Minto Rich Cocoa ink. So to get started, I have cut 4 of the accordion frames. The star worked the best, and using one of the hexagons, it fits and onto the star, so I won't have to trim it. And the way these accordion frames work is there's a tab that attaches one frame to the next. I'm going to go ahead and get those attached. And I find it best if, while the glue is still kind of slippery, if you just fold it back on itself. You'll notice that this is my square card. When it's all folded up, it makes a 4 3/4 inch square. So that's how I'm getting my square card. And now I'm going to trim off the last tab. And before I put on my greetings, my decorations, I'm going to put the frames on the back side of each of these. If I line up that edge, that tip with the corner, I should end up with well-matched border. So I've got all of the backside frames on, and I've used my hexagon dies, and I've taped 2 together, a larger and a smaller one, so that I could take the double-sided paper and take the frame to go just the flip side of that paper's to make it just a little bit bigger, but to give it a little frame and not to take up a lot of space. So, and with my paper tape, I've just glued them together so to make it easy when I install, glue on the frame. And I'm making sure I don't cover pivot point joints so that I don't create any catch points. And I do see that one does have a tiny bit, whereas on this side it's, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip the rest of those because those will act as catch points. So now I'm going to glue on the pieces onto the back side. Try to match things up so that no matter which way this first one spins, it will always say happy birthday, and it will look like the same piece. So I'll just keep moving down the line, gluing those on. So now all I have to do is to connect these pieces, and we'll get our accordion fold. We'll let those 2 joints dry before I do my last one. Put some glue on that tab, and this one folds in the opposite direction. And here's our finished card for Craft Roulette episode 285, which the project is a square card, which when folded flat this one is. The random element is hexagons. The element is leaves. So all throughout the pattern paper here, there's leaves scattered in and amongst the different pieces. And the dairy aisle colors, we've got white and brown in this plaid frames representing chocolate and white milk. We've got some of these blues remind me of a lot of dairy product labels, as do some of the other colors that show up. I hope you enjoyed seeing how this card was made and got some inspiration. And we'll see you next Friday when Craft Roulette is live again. Bye-bye.